Hello everyone, it's Veronica and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my August TBR, as you can see here. So I'm really excited. I know it's kind of a large stack. I have 3 books over there. I'm still reading, and you guys know it's Yellowface and Babel and The Mountain in the Sea. I actually marked The Mountain in the Sea as unread because I just haven't read that book yet, but I would like to get to it at some point. But I'm just gonna tell you guys now, my mood has not been with reading physically. It's purely been just reading on my Kindle. That's just my mood these days. I've just been more interested in reading on my Kindle. You know, that it's just so much easier, and I've just been, you know, really enjoying it. So that has been my mood. So I'd like to talk about all the books here today. A lot of it is romance because that's just what I'm in for. I consume romance really easily. Like, I don't read fiction kind of word to word, to be honest. So it's fine. And I'm really excited because some of these I'm just really excited. You know what I mean? Let's get started though, because this is what, 12 books maybe? So actually this is 16, not 12 books. But knowing me, I'm gonna consume a lot of these on my Kindle anyway. Like 3 of these books I've already checked out on Kindle Unlimited, so I just need to pick it up. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited, and let's just talk about it. Okay, so the first book is Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Center. I am really excited for this book. So I actually watched the movie for it and I loved the movie. It's so good. Every time I read Catherine Center, I mean, the last one I read was What You Wish For by her, and I listened to it on audio, gave that 5 stars. Happiness for Beginners, I did watch the film before I read it, and I really enjoyed it. I know, like, whenever I read Catherine Center, or in this case when I watched her film, it was just so good. It's like this light, fluffy feeling. None of her books are spicy. They're more plot connection between the two romances versus the chemistry, the sexual tension, I guess. So this book is basically about Helen and her brother's best friend Jake, and it's kind of their romance. And throughout basically she goes on this hike because she was recently divorced, and so she's kind of getting a fresh start, if you will, and Jake just so happens to be on that, you know, on that trail as well. So that's kind of it. I'm just so afraid that this pile will fall. So sorry if I keep touching it. It's because look at this. Unstable. But this is just them out in the wilderness. I'm struggling today, you know? Out in the wilderness, no internet, nothing, just them hiking, sweat, tears, and nature. Just that's it. I really enjoyed that. I have a really good time reading Catherine Center, so yeah. So I'm really excited for this. Happiness for Beginners. The next 3 books are in the same series, so let's just talk about it. So we have Twisted Games, and then we have Twisted Hate, and then Twisted Lies. These 3 are the second, third, and 4th book in the series. I happen to read Twisted Love already, so I really just need time to read the rest of the books. And I already checked this out on Kindle Unlimited because I know I'm gonna read them on KU anyway. So I already have that borrowed on KU, ready to read. I just need to pick it up. I have plans on reading her other series. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. Anyway, the next book is The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. I've read the first book, The Soulmate Equation, by them, and I enjoyed that. I think I give that 5 stars, probably around there. I know I really enjoyed it. So this is book 2. This is the main heroine's best friend, and that's her romance, obviously. Her name is like Fizzy or something. Yeah, Fizzy. This is about Felicity Chen, who goes by Fizzy, and she's a romance novelist, of course, and Connor is our hero, and he's a documentary filmmaker, and he's a single father, which we love. I really really enjoy the single father romances. I think they're so fun. And I'm excited. This is the Afterlight exclusive. I got the Afterlight exclusive for the Soulmate Equation as well, so yeah. All right, next, I'm really excited for this. This is book 2 in the series, and it is Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. I finished book 1, which is A Discovery of Witches, last month, so I'm finally diving into book 2. And book 1 I read for like a few months. I just didn't pick it up after a few chapters, so I finished it last month on my Kindle, and I will probably be reading this again on my Kindle. Again, I just can't not read on my Kindle right now. I'm consuming books more on my Kindle because I feel like I just don't have the time to read physically a lot anymore, or at least recently. And so because of school, so you know, I really haven't, you know. So anyway, I can't really say much about Shadow of Night because it kind of dives into it's a continuation of the end of book 1. So again, it's still about Matthew and Diana. Diana. I think I called her Diane. Anyway, who cares? Well, it matters, but anyway, so yeah, unfortunately I can't say much because this is book 2. It directly continues from the end of book 1, so I can't say much, but they're a witch and a vampire, and they're still very much looking through Ashmole's 782 because that was, you know, mentioned in book 1's synopsis, so that's really not a spoiler. So yeah, that's all I can tell you. Read book 1 first, and I really enjoyed it. I watched the series, the TV show first, so seeing the connections between the book and the series has been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed seeing the connections with A Discovery of Witches versus the TV show. And there are really just some parts that I find I really wish they added into the show. So let's see how book 2 goes, and because I'm pretty sure this is season 2 of the show, so really excited to see what they didn't add and what they did add, and you know what they okay, the next 2 books are a series. It's The Dawn of Yang Chen and The Legacy of Yang Chen by FCE. You can see it right there. I finished The Shadow of Kyoshi on the 2nd or 3rd this month. I was originally going to add it into the TBR for this video. I also meant to record this TBR in July, at the end of July, but never did that. So yeah, I had to kind of shift things around, but I am really excited to read these. This is about the Avatar before Kuruk. I'm excited to see who FCE writes about next. I would love to know, I mean, we do get a lot of Roku, which is, I'm guessing, why he wrote about Roku, but I would love to know more about Kuruk, maybe because he was talked about a lot in Kyoshi's books. Maybe we don't really get his, but more Avatar. I have been really enjoying it, and so I'm really glad I finished Kyoshi's, and now it's on to Yang Chen. I'm really excited. I'm just really excited because, you know, we don't ever see airbenders in Avatar because Aang is literally the last Avatar until he has children, right? Okay, the next 2 books are in a series, and it is The Hawthorne Legacy and The Final Gambit. This is book 2 and book 3 of the series. I read the Inheritance games last year, I believe, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, annotated it and everything, which is why I bought it physically, because if I annotated book 1, I might annotate book 2. I cannot read or speak. Why did I say read? I just don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I'll annotate, but I would love to see if I do. I don't know if The Final Gambit is the last book or not, so we'll see. I'm guessing it is because The Final Gambit, but I know, yeah, there's the Brothers Hawthorne. I don't know if that is just like a 0.5 kind of book, or really important to read. So yeah, those are book 2 and 3. I'm really excited. I'm pretty sure I liked Jameson more, but I don't remember what the Inheritance games really was. I really have to maybe flip through it, and then I'll read The Hawthorne Legacy, but I just don't remember. So anyway, the next book is Daisy Jones and the Six This is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read The 7 Lives of Evelyn Hugo, and I gave that 3 stars. The fact that Daisy Jones and the Six became a show, I really wanna, I don't know if I'll watch it, to be honest, but I would like to know why this book in particular is so popular. So I will be reading Daisy Jones and the Six. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Anyway, I do really want to read her other book. I really want to read One True Loves. I feel like that one is more my interest than Daisy Jones, but we'll see. This is a really popular book, so we'll see what I think about this book. I'm really excited for this next book. It is Isha Unscripted by Sajni Patel. I'm excited because I loved The Trouble with Hating You, and her first book, which I forgot what it's called. I don't know. I really enjoyed The Trouble with Hating You, and I really enjoyed Sajni Patel's writing in general, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Have fun with it, no seriousness, just dive in, you know what I mean? This seems pretty fun. I feel like this is more lighthearted, which I feel like I have been really gravitating towards, kind of just the lightheartedness, so I'm excited to read this and see what this is all about. So the next book is A Brush with Love by Maisie Eddings. This is Harper and Dan, and she is waiting for a top oral surgery residency program, and he is a first-year dental student. I have no idea what this is about, but Dan has like a family legacy, and he doesn't really find dentistry, I guess, really that interesting, but because of the family legacy, he kind of has to go into that kind of line of work. And I'm interested in seeing kind of how their romance works, I guess, because I have no idea what it's about. I saw a lot of the promotions for this book, which is why I got it in the first place, so I'm excited to read it. The next book is Lizzie Blake's Best Mistake, and then we have The Plus One. I don't know what this one is about. I really am trying to look through it, and I just can't figure out what this is about. Except for, I guess, a unplanned pregnancy trope. Anyway, the next book, The Plus One, which I just showed you. Enemies to lovers. We all love that. Their childhood nemesis. Jude is a doctor, and he's a travel doctor, and Indira, which I think is a beautiful name, and they basically have to become each other's fake date, which is fake date, enemies to lovers, freaking heck yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. So The Plus One, really excited. And so the last book I just got recently, this is from Afterlight, the Illuminatory Afterlight, and it is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. They're exes, so this is second chance romance. And so Amma is a wedding planner, and Elliot is the florist, which I think is super cute. And they end up doing the same wedding for a glamorous influencer and her fiance, and it's Amma's biggest job. And so they are doing a job together, and I guess they became enemies because they're exes now, but obviously the chemistry is just too good. So yes, I'm so excited. This is gonna be fantastic. I've been really reading a lot of romances, so just because they're so easy to consume for me, and I just enjoy reading romances recently, so I've just been having a grand old time with them. And yeah, it's just so good. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed it. I love talking about the books, even though I know majority of this video is like straight up I don't know what's happening, but I enjoy these videos. So I hope you guys enjoy this video as well. Please give this a thumbs up, and also hit the subscribe button down below if you guys enjoy this kind of videos. I post booktube videos every week. Stay tuned for next week when I post another book. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye.